morning. Can I take your order?
Can I get a tall chai?
A large black coffee.
A what?
Large black coffee.
Do you mean a venti?
No, I mean a large.
He means a venti. Yeah, the biggest one you got.
Venti is large.
No, venti is 20.
Danny.
Yeah. Large is large. In fact, tall is large, and grande is Spanish for large. Venti's the only one that doesn't mean large. It's also the only one that's Italian. Congratulations, you're stupid in 3 languages.
Look, Dick, venti is a large coffee.
Really? Says who? Fellini?
How much is that? Here's a 10.
Do you accept lira, or is it all
You know
euros
what? Just
now?
keep the change.
Still my favorite intro ever. Did Justin change the music on that?
No, that's been the same.
Oh no, on the beginning of the stream, the countdown.
Oh no, the countdown. That changed. I don't know if he changed it or if that's like a StreamYard thing. I thought that's a StreamYard thing.
Ah, okay.
StreamYard always trying to like change things on us.
No, okay. So did you see, what was it? A couple days ago, they let 2,000 employees go for USAID.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's beautiful.
There was you got the video.
Yeah, right there.
Walking out.
Yep.
Yep.
I love how the left is saying it's just foreign aid. It's not all the other stuff that it actually is. That's been beautiful.
It's not giving to random leftists money, like just to give them money. Like,
it's just money laundering. That's all it is.
Yeah, just a little wholesome money laundering. It won't hurt anybody, right? Like,
yeah.
Don't come at me, IRS. That's not what I mean. But yeah, I mean, I don't get why they're so upset. I mean, to me, like, they've been screeching about this stuff. Like, it's just funny whenever the stuff that they're screeching about, like, it is, ends up being like, hey, like, oh, you shouldn't be doing this, like, but they were just screeching about, like, hey, the corruption and all this kind of stuff. Like, they're talking about corruption until it's their corruption, and then
Yep. It's interesting how they don't want to get caught doing what they're doing, but love to point the finger at everybody else. It's kind of fun. So I have I don't know who posted this in the chat. This is pretty funny.
No,
I think it was me.
Nope.
Explain the outfit.
It's $29.99 on Amazon. I would recommend buying a small if you're my size. This one's a little too loose for my liking. But yeah, if you want some entertainment, wear this and go to a Home Depot in a sanctuary city like where I live right now, Washington, D.C., and you'll see all the illegals. Not all of them, but you can maybe see a lot of them start to run away, and you feel like a group fitness instructor. It's really good.
And you actually think that's funny?
I think it's hilarious. Absolutely. What's not funny is them illegally.
There you have it, everybody. One of the worst people I've seen here at CPAC, and that's saying something. Appreciate it. Do you actually?
I think this is that leftist guy who he's trying to do these like man on street type interviews, but like right wing, like, well, like CPAC. I mean, that's I don't know how right wing you say that is, but like the right wing conferences, he's like going to be a man on the street kind of thing, trying to like
he's
expose the right, like. He's trying to be sort of like a not like a Shapiro. Who would he be more like? I guess
Jesse
more like
Waters. No, not Jesse. Yeah, like Jesse Crowder. Early Jesse Waters.
More like a Crowder, I guess. Like,
he's less gay than Crowder.
Yeah.
Anybody's less gay than Crowder.
He doesn't have the lisp to go with it. Like, I don't know. Like, for some reason, like Crowder, like he tries to sound tough, but he like he sounds the more tough that he tries to sound, the more of the lisp
gay he sounds.
Yeah, the like weird lisp that comes out of him.
That's why I don't understand why anybody's like afraid of Crowder. Like, he's just so gay. Like, literally,
you know what's really gay is if you put one of these on, on your rifle.
Oh man, it makes it quiet.
Yeah, it's a silencer, all right, but At what cost?
Suppressor, not silencer. Suppressor.
Suppressor, yeah.
Sorry, I'll be autistic for a minute.
Yeah, you're right. I was just like, but yeah, the oh, so it's just I think it says suppress this dick on it. Or no,
Yeah,
tax this dick is what it says. Tax this dick
I don't know, man.
because they tax
Nice
the,
and quiet, saves your ears.
yeah. I just don't get I kind of like gun guys are so funny, like the actual like I mean I you know I own guns, but like the gun guys are
Yeah,
so
like the real
funny.
freaks. Yeah,
Like I don't get the like I can get behind like, hey, it's kind of some dick jokes are funny, right? They're always kind of funny a little bit, but
yeah,
the like putting balls on your like printed 3D printed balls as like a accessory on your rifle is kind of like weird.
Well, those are the same douchebags that have it on the truck. Like,
Yeah,
you
like
have
the
it on your
truck
truck, man.
nuts.
You're
Like,
yeah. Oh gosh. Oh, it's the worst.
every guy that has truck nuts has always been a douchebag. Like every
Yes,
single one.
very much.
Without fail. Like I don't know a guy who has truck nuts on his truck, and he's not the biggest douche on the planet.
Yeah, that's true. That is definitely true.
And,
Who is it?
and
Was it
how
Fetterman
much of a
about a
douche
couple?
and how much of a douche he is approximate to the size of the truck nuts that he bought. Because if they're like the
Yes.
tiny truck nuts, yeah, he's not that he's a dick. He'll cut you off in traffic, but it's not that bad. But then like
Yeah.
if he has those big massive like honkers hanging down from the truck, you're like, oh god, don't let me get near
Or
this
the ones
guy.
that bounce.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those too.
Yeah. You're definitely making up for something that's wrong.
That and their like 20-inch lift kit or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't get the need for like a lift kit. I really don't understand like
And I don't get the need for like shrinking your car down so where it's like laying on the ground. So if you hit any rock, you'll destroy your whole underneath your car.
Yeah, just rip the carburetor right out. Why don't you? Like,
Yeah. Yep. But as we were talking about ice earlier, I got this video of an influencer who I don't know what he influences, but he influences something.
My mom just got deported. My mom just got deported.
I mean, if you wanted me to have sympathy for him, like,
yeah, don't do that.
Be less
It's
of a
so
pussy.
not fair. It's so not fair. She's literally not a criminal. Like she's literally
No,
just
she
paid her
literally is a
taxes.
criminal. She literally is a criminal.
We're not safe. No
Nope.
one's safe.
Nope.
Please. Hug your loved ones, please.
This
I
just
think
makes me want them to
part of me
deport you
thinks it's
too.
fake.
Like, yeah, I think it's fake, but like that just makes me want to deport it too. I don't know what that is. Like,
Yeah, I want to deport that guy. That
Yeah,
he needs to
that
be
thing.
deported.
I don't know if it's a
Yeah.
dude or
I don't think he knows it's okay.
it's a he, she, it thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that you're not helping your cause when you're over here like pissing your eyes about it. Like to me, honestly, I would be more sympathetic to like an actual gangbanger who was sitting there like, yes, my mom got deported. Please, send help. We will help our. I don't know. It's just something about it. I'm like, man, like this guy like is about it, But like, I mean, I don't want them to not deport him, but like at least I'm not like sitting there sitting like, what a pussy. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's just
but
that makes it more annoying. That's all it does. Makes you want to deport people.
Well, maybe this person needs to be deported next because they're complaining about their passport. So apparently, transgender actor, I don't know who the hell this is, Hunter Schafer, reveals his passport has been updated to reflect his male sex per the Trump
So
executive
it's a
order.
mentally ill man that pretending to be a woman. So he's acting.
Yes, acting
Is that
in
what? Is that why they call him an actor? Because he acts like a woman? Like,
I had to get this fixed and get it replaced with a real proper passport, which I went to the federal passport agency today in LA and did. I've had to do this one time before. No part of the process was different. I filled everything out just like I normally would. I put female, and when it was picked up today and I opened it up, they had changed the marker to male. And like, I want to acknowledge my privilege, like not only as a like famous or like celebrity trans woman who is white and thin and can adhere to like contemporary beauty standards, and I can participate in all of that. And I pass, and it still happened. I don't give a fuck that they put an M on my passport.
no, she cares. He cares. It cares.
It doesn't change really anything about
Because if it didn't
me
care,
or
it
my
wouldn't be doing that.
transness.
Right?
However, it does make
Yeah, I mean, like this whole video wouldn't exist. Like if you didn't.
Yeah,
care.
if you didn't care, you wouldn't have made the video. So stop saying you don't
it's-
care. Like,
Well, but all women do this.
what a
though.
bitch.
They'll say
what a
they,
bitch. Like, it's more of a bitch
it's
move
funny.
than.
Yeah, no, but it's funny. Like, women do this. So in
yeah.
some ways,
Oh yeah,
you know,
I know what you're saying.
it's acting like a woman.
Yeah, yeah, very much.
But I mean, that's a woman thing to do. Is like, I don't really care. Like, but you actually do like care. Like that's the most woman thing ever. So other than the fact like, hey, you're born male. Like this is definitely acting like a woman.
Yeah. Yes. Maybe you're right. Maybe we're wrong. This is what you really are. Yeah, and I was seriously confused because that does not give off dude vibe at all. I was like, is this like a chick that's like acting like a man? Like that wants you, like, I don't know.
No, look, once you get trained enough as an actor, like you can actually like especially
Yeah, you can
like
just be fake.
Yeah, be fake. Like,
but my God, that's weird. So, do you remember that song by Jackal, the Lumberjack song?
mm-mm.
Oh, okay. I can't play it because we'll get a ding, but it's they use a chainsaw for the guitar part, and it really actually fun song. But anyways,
Oh yeah.
So Elon hung out with our favorite South American president, and
Not favorite. Close to favorite.
he brought him a chainsaw.
Isn't that gold plated too?
This is
Where
chainsaw for bureaucracy. Chainsaw.
to be honest, if Elon
like,
wasn't so rich, he would just sound like a queer. Like,
sorry, say that again.
I said if Elon wasn't so rich, he would just sound like a queer. Like,
Yes. Yes.
I mean,
or he's just the autistic guy that he is. I mean, like,
yeah, well, I mean, but a lot of like the reason the word queer existed probably was because of a lot of autists. Like why are you doing like retarded and gay things like as a supposedly straight man, you know what I mean?
yeah. Have you seen
But
all the memes?
It is pretty cool though. I'm pretty sure that was a gold plated chainsaw.
Was it gold? I thought it was silver plated.
I thought they said gold because the point was like he's gonna take the chainsaw to the, or maybe it had diamonds on it. I can't remember. I know there were some diamonds on it.
Okay.
Anyway, that's a nice chainsaw. Nice.
Yep, it is. I was anyway, so the first thing I thought of was that chainsaw song, but I can't play it. I'll send it to you later.
Okay. Yeah.
It's fun. It's bluesy. It's kind of fun. But the funny part was, anyway, so as soon as I saw that, I tagged that song and tagged Jackal in it, and then they put on their Facebook, the band's Jackal, they put on their Facebook page, they put that video with their song on it, like a couple hours later.
I'm surprised because I
thought that was funny.
I figured they would be like anti Elon, like a lot of
Yeah.
bands now.
Yeah, you would think, but some people do have brains, so.
Yeah, I mean that's like a perfect, like, if you have a song about a chainsaw and then
Yeah.
one of the most popular celebrities, or like, well, I'd probably say he's one of the most popular celebrities. It's like,
Oh yeah, you either love him or hate him. There's no in between, that's for sure.
yeah.
I'm looking for. Shoot, here, figure something out here. I'm gonna look for something real quick. Sorry, I'll be right back.
Well,
show a good video.
I don't know if you guys showed this one on Friday, but this one was pretty great. They were questioning Trump. So let's see what Trump has to say for the governors here.
The NCAA has complied immediately, by the way. That's good. But I understand Maine. Is Maine here, the governor of Maine? Are you not going to comply with it? Well, we are the federal law. Well, you better do it because you're not going to get any federal funding at all if you don't. And by the way, your population, even though it's somewhat liberal, although I did very well there, your population doesn't want men playing in women's sports. So you better comply because otherwise you're not getting any federal funding. Every state, good. I'll see you in court. I look forward to that. That should be a real easy one. And enjoy your life after governor because I don't think you'll be an elected politician.
He just goes like straight for the jugular.
Yeah, right.
Just like you even if even after governor, like you're not gonna have anything.
So we all know, like, there's these wonderful videos of our friend Joy Behar complaining about Trump, but I'm wondering if she'll. Oops, wrong one. I'm wondering if she will start doing videos complaining about how MSNBC screwed her and canceled her show. So Joy Behar is no longer on MSNBC, but she's still on The View. But
so the Joy,
Joy Reid, sorry. Keep saying Joy Behar.
They're
all the same.
Those women look like the same thing, like pretty much. It's like Joy Behar, Joy Reid.
Yeah.
Like they don't have any different, like none of them like have different thoughts. But like that's funny. So they canceled her show, and then now she's just gonna have to go whine to The View about it. Like, eh.
So let's find.
Why won't they let me?
Sorry, I'm looking for one of her historical rants here. I think that everybody should. Oh, never mind. I was looking for one of her classic rants, but I couldn't find it.
Oh, here. I bet I could find it.
But we do have our wonderful. Oh, go on.
Apparently,
Got
this
it.
is. They're saying,
this is a good one.
crucial election where one side stands for freedom while the other meets the textbook definition of fascism, namely a far-right dictatorial regime like Hitler's Germany or Franco's Spain or Mussolini's Italy.
Only if, man. Only if.
Let's see here. Oh, there's Megyn Kelly.
Ugh, she's awful.
Matt Walsh.
He's awful. Oh, they're awful.
Wait, where's the? There was another one here.
I hate everybody on our side. Like all the big people on our side. People need to listen to Pete.
And one of the issues I've got with the UN, one of the things they rarely speak about, including the UN Human Rights Congo, the 70 Christians were
why are we? I thought we were talking about Joy Reid. What?
MSNBC has calling Donald Trump's team a party of racists and Nazis.
Where one side stands for freedom while the other meets the textbook definition of fascism. Maduro uses the military.
That disgusting rhetoric was on repeat. But
prominent celebrity voice. She came out and endorsed. You know, I mean, she had every prominent celebrity voice. She had the Taylor Swift. She had the Swifties. She had the Beehive. Like, you could not have run a better campaign in that short period of time. And I think that's still true. And
the Swifties, that really moved the needle. But apparently,
yeah, definitely. Her saying like having the Swifties. Oh man.
Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, she's so bad. She's so bad that they canceled her. And I was like, that's pretty pathetic. But we have some good news from our vice president.
My message to young men is don't allow this broken culture to send you a message that you're a bad person because you're a man, because you like to tell a joke, because you like to have a beer with your friends, or because you're competitive. The cultural message, and I think the president's and mine is the exact opposite, but our cultural message is, I think that it wants to turn everybody, into, whether male or female, into androgynous idiots who think the same, talk the same, and act the same. We actually think God made male and female for a purpose, and we want you guys to thrive as young men and as young women, and we're going to help with our public policy to make it possible to do that. My message to young.
I mean, we haven't had somebody say stuff like that. I don't know,
40
in
years
in my lifetime. Reagan kind of did that stuff, but it was usually like, "Oh, we're not going to do that, but we're going to bomb the hell out of this country." It was like, "Hey, family." Yeah, more family stuff. Yeah, Reagan did it with family, but I really do appreciate JD Vance.
Yeah, I do wish they would do more. Like, as far as like, if it does feel like they're leaning on, they're still kind of like, they still have one foot in that camp, because they're like, oh, to me, like they're like, oh, no men in women's sports, but like, what about Title IX? Like, if are you gonna get rid of Title IX? Like, when you get rid of Title IX, then I'll know you're serious about this kind of stuff. Like, to me, like.
Yeah, I think the stuff takes time, though. I think it takes time
they
to
gotta
do.
slow roll it, because you can't just like say, well, let's undo this bad thing. Because for some reason people, even if they get accustomed to some bad thing, and then they just like they're okay with it for happening for 20, 30 years. Because like at that point they're okay, they've been okay with it for like, okay, this bad thing happened, we have this bad law, and it either it worked in our favor and that's why we're not going to talk against it, or like we've been accustomed to it for so long that we're just gonna like keep it going. But we're talking about people being oppressed, I guess. Nobody's more oppressed than gamers, and here's probably a good example of why.
There was a lot of annoying culture war stuff around games in 2024.
Yeah, a lot of the talk revolved around women characters in games not being attractive anymore.
Yeah, and when I think about it, I have a very nuanced opinion on it, which is basically, who fucking cares? Have these people seen a woman up close before? What the fuck are we talking about, everybody?
So that was like the game awards or whatever, and a lot of people have been talking about how like they make a lot of the characters that they're making for like the women, like they made like the Lara Croft Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
They made her have like a manly jaw, like she looks like chiseled jaw that like makes me jealous. And stuff like that, and so people were complaining about it, and that's what he's like referring to. That's what they're referring to. But like, and people, were saying like, hey, we don't need these like chiseled man jaw women, or quote unquote women that look like like trans, trans women.
Yeah, so they look trans. So
yeah,
are they pushing an agenda by doing that?
Oh, definitely. But the problem is that like they say it, like, hey, this is they even with the language, they've changed it to where like it's not male and female in the game anymore. Like it's body type A and body type B. Like that's how.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, a lot of games, like a lot of the games or they'll say body type A is like a male and then body type B is female or whatever. And so like if that's where like how far they've went with the like trying to push that kind of stuff. But
yeah, is my mic better?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, I keep switching to the other mic. Sorry. Anyways, go on.
But they made it where like that's kind of trans. Like they're doing body type A, body type B, and the body type B is the women. But the women characters that you can create, you can't make like if you were gonna make a character, you can't make like a pretty woman character, like because it's not going to look like a woman. Like you can make something that looks like a trans woman, but like all the female characters, the best you can do is make them look like a well doctored trans woman.
Now, if you could do it like that one teacher that had like the size like double G breasts, like now if you could do the character like that,
they won't do that. You can't do that anymore. You can't have big boobs. You can't have big boobs anymore. Like that's not
that is racist. That is racist. I don't like that.
Like because now they'll only go up to like a firm B, maybe a C tier. Like
it's not even worth having.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awful. Yeah, I don't play games much anymore. About the only thing I play lately has been Mario Party. So,
but it's just funny though that they were sitting there and then they were talking about that, and then he has this like chick next to him that's like all dressed up.
Yeah,
like we don't care how women look in games. Like that's what they've been trying to do is like they've been trying to do this whole like we don't care about like how characters look, but then they still make the dudes look ripped. Like it's funny because they'll make the dudes look ripped still. Like the guys are like, obviously chiseled jaw. They got they're shredded. They're absolutely like, rippling muscles. Like
yeah,
like Arnold Schwarzenegger, like in his prime. But the the female characters, like making them have a flat stomach, that's offensive to women with a pooch on their belt for a belly or something like that. So it's
Lord.
Yeah, just like full moron. Like I don't want to.
Why can't my characters just be like like Yoshi? I just want them to all be like Yoshi.
Well, there's the characters that are supposed to be pretty, like a Lara Croft is supposed to be pretty, but she's supposed to also be able to like raid tombs, like that's her
yeah
thing, But they made it where like all these characters like like female characters are just like, which some people go in they're weird about it, but like if a woman, like they can't have pretty women in the game anymore. It seems like they can't make pretty women in video games anymore because they have to comply to this whole thing of like a woman who's pretty, that's pretty, that's like privilege. We don't need to have like characters who look like they have privilege or whatever. Like they even
why? Like
between one game, like so they have like a series of games called Horizon.
Yeah.
So these Horizon games, they made the first one. She looked like a normal woman or whatever, or like or, reasonably normal woman, like little hefty probably, but she was a normal pretty woman, and she fit kind of what the person who was acting, because they motion capture a lot of for the games now. So the motion capture actress like looked a lot, and the character looked a lot. They made the sequel, and they had to make her like like the camera like gained 20 pounds. Like she looks like she has like big pudgy cheeks, and she's kind of looks more chubby. Like they had to do that, but the actress was still the same. Like, but they had to like add 20 pounds to, or 20 pounds to her in the face and in the stomach or whatever.
Yeah, I have no interest in video games anymore.
A lot of dudes don't like. That's why dudes are playing like they're playing like map games. Like that. Not Civilization, because Civilization wants you to play as the new Civilization game wants you to play as Harriet Tubman. For the United States. So like, normally you'd pick a country, and it'd be like, I don't know, Benjamin Franklin or George Washington or something like that for the US, But then now they want you to be Harriet Tubman.
Are you serious?
I'm not kidding.
Oh dear God.
Yeah. Like Harriet Tubman is the leader of the US in the Civilization game.
Why can't we find like a good, is there no like good programmers or video game designers that are like actually have a brain? Or
no, there are. That's the problem, is like there are, but they end up just like doing this stuff because they're
getting paid.
Yeah, I'm sure we're gonna see that USAID paid for a lot of that kind of stuff.
Oh gosh. I mean, well, they were paying all the I'm not going to call that woman a pastor, that the person that spoke at the prayer breakfast thing for Trump. Like it came out that she got like $500,000 in USAID money for hiding illegals. Or having illegals go through the church. Yeah. They paid millions upon millions of dollars for the left side of the church to give them money to be loud, obnoxious assholes. So I'd like to see more on that stuff. But anyways, if you're traveling, you're flying around here, and you might want to avoid Atlanta Airport. Oop, maybe not.
Get up, get up, get up.
Was this the guy that was? I mean, he lost it.
Get up, get up, get up.
Like, I don't even understand what the fight was for.
Knowing Atlanta, it doesn't take much. Like,
yep.
It really doesn't take much. Like,
I will forever avoid that airport now. I mean, when I was there, it was awful anyways, but.
So, like, Atlanta Airport is not necessarily, like, it's not bad because it's a bad airport. It's bad because of the people that are flying out from there.
Yes. Yes, it's an awful place.
Plenty of people with like fake gold chains and
it's darker
grills, and you just have to learn to like not engage, or not even like keep your head down and keep moving, like just like keep going, like or else you get part of like like what you looking at kind of thing.
Ugh.
Like,
it's ridiculous.
But yeah, they don't take anything. Like, it's just, and it's the trashiest. Like I can understand like like dressing like a bum. Like, I mean, you're flying in an airplane. Like, you don't really want to, like, a lot of times you don't really want to just like dress nice, but like the trashy, like there's difference between like looking like a bum and looking like trashy.
Yeah.
And definitely they lean toward the latter, like trash, just full trashy.
Yeah. Well,
But speaking of trash,
their way.
I guess some trash is being taken out with the whole Elon thing here, and here's what I don't know who he's a representative for South Carolina.
Price tag that the taxpayers pay is right at $271 billion a year. Is it too much to ask for them to verify why they're making an average salary of $106,000 a year? Do you think in the private sector that single mom who is working 2 jobs at a restaurant can't justify where she was, or the hygienist at the dentist office can't verify how many patients they saw? The absurdity and I guess the arrogance of the workers who says that's a heavy lift is what's wrong with that's what the Americans are sick and tired of. It's not their money. We're the ones who pay the bills. We have a right to know price.
Yeah, I mean he's not wrong.
No, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. So I was at my folks' house. What day was it? Thursday. And they had Fox News on, and it's like, so you just walk in and you're just like, oh, it's like, really? Fox News? Like, okay, whatever. But it was just kind of irritating because it was all like, the story that they were talking about was all like how great Israel was.
Oh,
Just
yeah, of course.
BS like that. So,
yeah.
But then my aunt walks in and who's like super lefty, and she's like, oh, you're watching Fox News? She's like, they like Trump. So then I'm caught in the middle here going, oh, it's like, damn it. I hate them, but I hate them worse.
Yeah. It's one of those God, who I forget who has the quote. Like I just want both sides to like lose. Like, I forget who said that, but it's like I want both sides to lose. Like that's the
I want both sides. Yeah, it's the same with Israel and Palestine. I want both sides to lose. Not so much Russia and Ukraine. I want Russia to win.
That would be funny.
But did you see in New York that they're trying to ban? Oh, sorry, go on.
I do think they're trying to get a peace agreement, but I think Zelensky's not so much on the peace side.
No, Zelensky's on the I need more money to pay off my people side.
Yeah.
So in the New York Post, they said that there's a legislator that's trying to ban the nicotine pouches like Zyn, the flavored ones. I've never tried one of those. I'm not like, I have no desire to. I don't really care. I don't have a problem with it.
I'm tempted because I have there are some interesting things about caffeine. I mean, nicotine, kind of like caffeine, but
but it's all chemical based. Like once you put the flavors on it, it's not the real thing anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. Supposedly there's some, I don't know, but then also like to me, knowing my family history of like being addicted to that, like like they got. My granddad had actual lung cancer for smoking. Like he was a heavy smoker, like not
okay.
And then like my other granddad was like he was a chew. He liked chewing tobacco. But
okay.
So I don't know. I just don't think I would do well with nicotine for some reason.
I like, again, I don't care. Like, you want to do it once in a while, that's great. But the people that are doing it all the time. It's like there's enough shit that's going to give you cancer. Like I don't want to do something on purpose to do it.
Well, it's like our like I use that 3-in-1 body wash most of the time. I don't a lot of people have moved on to like, oh, I'm going to use all natural soap or whatever. It's like that 3-in-1 body wash is cheap and it's easy. So like I buy it,
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, that's probably gonna give me cancer anyway. So like, but like all this kind of other kind of stuff that we interact with, like, yeah, it's probably gonna give us cancer. So like, why would I sit there and be like, yeah, I'm just gonna put this thing in my mouth, and because it gives me a little bit of a buzz for a couple of hours, like, and then I'm gonna need and then I'm gonna need it in a couple hours. Like, oh,
Yeah.
that buzz worked, so I need it some more.
Yep.
I don't know. To me, like the cost benefit, like I'm one of those guys. Like I'm just sitting there, like, is this worth it? Like,
Well, like I want to try it, but like I don't think that like wintergreen cinnamon tobacco, like why? Like it's like flavored coffee. It's like you're not drinking coffee. Like you're drinking it's literally sprayed chemicals on a coffee bean. It's not even actual real coffee at that point.
to be fair though, if you tried chew or snuff, like it's
gross.
It's gross. Like,
yeah,
it's pretty gross. But I mean, it's the real deal. But it's
yeah.
Granted, I think the snuff that I tried was just like wintergreen, because like that's what everybody liked. For some reason, everybody liked wintergreen, like skull here at my like school, where I went to, like high school. They seem to like wintergreen skull or whatever, and it's like, oh.
Then you got to have like a spit thing, and it's gross, and I just like, I don't know. It's too much work for me, man. I guess I'm too lazy to do that.
Well, you gotta keep up with your spit cup. Like my granddad, he was always sitting there saying like, "Where's my spit cup?" Like because he'd need to spit, but he'd have to find it, like which spit cup, and he had a couple. Sometimes he'd have a couple out, and he'd be like, "Oh, this one's old," and he'd throw that one away, and he'd get him a new spit cup. And I'm like, this seems like a logistical nightmare. Like,
yeah,
like a headache for no
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah, I don't. And the people that do it, like, whatever. I don't do it. I don't care. I hate seeing the spit cup. Like, it's disgusting. Like,
Yeah.
it's just gross. So not what I want to do. Although I just saw this, and I really, really, really hope it's not true, because I haven't read the article yet. But because I just can't stand this guy. But where is it? The FBI freaks out as Dan Bongino named deputy director. Please tell me they didn't name him deputy director.
They did.
Oh,
And there was a clip someone posted of like, what's a cause that's near and dear to your heart? The defense of Israel. Like he literally says it.
No. See, this is the problem. Like, yeah. And how is that anything to do with the FBI? Like, defense of Israel. What does that have to do with anything in the FBI?
I mean, I don't know. Like
unless they're going to start
need to
arresting
investigate
people
it.
like they are in Canada for bad mouthing Israel.
Anti-Semitism.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what's the world without a little anti-Semitism? It's kind of boring. I don't know. That's just I gotta find that article. Yeah, somebody got arrested in Canada for posting what they said was an anti-Semitic remark. But I don't know, man. Canada and Europe's turning more fascist than America. Well, it's funny how they call us the fascists, and it's like they're the one arresting people for posting stuff on Facebook.
Yeah.
Did you see any good movies or TV shows over the weekend?
I haven't really been watching much lately, other than I've started watching because I'm into, like, I like, racing stuff. So
Okay.
I kind of got into Formula One. So I was watching the Drive to Survive. I don't know if you heard that.
No.
They do like they go through the season, like kind of follow them through their
Okay.
season. But other than that, I haven't really like gotten to any shows.
So I worked for a photographer, and we shot both NASCAR, and we did a little bit of Formula. I don't know, was it Formula One? That's the one with like
Might
the
have been
real
IndyCar.
real swoopy cars, like the real like
Yeah.
they're real low on the ground, and they have like the big
Yeah.
And we're like they're on the ground, like those, right?
There's IndyCar that's kind of like that too, but so you might have done IndyCar has more events in the US, but
We did, but the one we did was like it is downtown of a
super low.
city. Yeah, and it was like in the downtown of a city, so they're like flying through downtown, like
yeah.
big turns. Anyway, so
Yeah.
that was way more fun than shooting NASCAR. NASCAR was the worst thing I've ever experienced in my life, and I had to go every couple months. We were shooting a NASCAR event, and it sucked, and I hated it. So I couldn't hear for a week after one of those. Yeah, because we're on the ground.
Were you
like
shooting at Michigan Speedway? Was it at Michigan Speedway?
No, we were all over. We were in Indy. We were in Daytona.
Oh,
we did ones down south somewhere. I don't even know. Like we'd go in.
You been to Dega? Talladega?
No.
Oh,
no.
see,
But we did.
That's the holy grail.
Is
NASCAR.
it? No, it was. We did, and it was before they revamped it. But we did Daytona a bunch of times.
Yeah, the new
So-
Daytona I hear is a lot nicer.
Yeah, I mean it's like literally next to the airport. So every time we fly in there, I see it. So because we stay not too far from Daytona, so Daytona's a lot nicer than it used to be. It's always been a shithole, but it's a lot nicer now.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't know, man. We've been,
So you like shooting the Formula One shoots a lot better. Well, I mean, I do admit, like the cars, like some of their designs are pretty cool, and especially like the way that they're racing, like when they pass somebody, like they're literally nose to tail, like just barely inching in front of the person. Like it's like so quick how quick they're moving across. Like NASCAR, it's like, okay, I saw, like, you kind of see the move coming a mile away. Like, oh, he bumps him up a little bit and he goes around him. Like, but the Formula One, they're kind of like zipper, like they'll just be like zip around the guy and like be in front of him and like jump around him in the corner. But it's so quick that you see it, and it looks so cool, especially in a photo shoot, I'm sure.
Well, when you're like, the one guy I worked with, he shot in the center on a big motorhome. So he was shooting like as they were coming up the straightaway. And then I would work with another guy. We were in the pit and we'd shoot from the pit side. Like as the car's coming in, like, I mean, he'd burn a roll of film in like an half second. Like,
yeah,
you know, and I'm swapping out film and giving him new cameras and all that stuff. It was super intense. And it was intense for like 8 hours. It wasn't intense for like 20 minutes, man. It was like,
yeah,
you know, like you leave and you're like, you can't even function when you're done. So, but yeah, that was more fun. I thought it wasn't as loud, which really made a big difference. Like,
yeah, they've got all those on electric now. So they're
wait, what?
Really quiet.
They're all electric cars?
Now they are, yeah.
No way.
I'm pretty sure F1 is electric.
Wow.
I don't know how recent it was that you
and you know, 10 years ago I'd have been like, that's impossible. But like, you getting a really nice Tesla, like,
yeah,
they're fast. Like, they're super fast. They're crazy, man. We were in one. The first time I was ever in a Tesla, my friend was driving and he hit the gas, and well, you know what I mean. And like my neck snapped back so hard it hurt for like 2 days. Like, because I wasn't expecting it. I was like, nah, it's an electric car. How fast can it be? So I gotta find that picture I did of that one. Yeah, but I wish I had all that old film that we shot for all that stuff, but I wasn't the main guy, so I never got to keep the film from any of those shoots we did.
The actual F1 cars are not electric. I think they've been testing electric, and then they have like a but they're much more electric powered than they are. Yeah, so they're like hybrid. It says they have they have a lot of electric energy systems.
One of the guys that we worked with was it was for Kodak, the Kodak car, which is funny because we shot it on Fujifilm. But and
the irony.
Yeah, it was funny. But so the dude would like go around the thing a bunch of times, and he would come in, and they would hook the car up to this giant machine. They would run coolant through it because they had to cool down that engine. It like faster than it would cool down like on a normal way, because if they didn't do it that way, it was super weird. So you'd hook up a hose to either end of the engine.
Basically.
Yeah. And they're running this stuff through that engine like crazy. And yeah, but the guy, the crazy part was like the guy was like super cross-eyed, the driver. So it's just like, I don't know if I want to be in this guy's way. It's like, but I wish I remembered who that was. I have the worst memory on who we shot, like, for that kind of stuff.
They probably aren't even driving anymore at this point.
Oh no! This is back in the '90s. I'm like, I think the Kodak team replaced him not too long after we shot that. So
yeah, that team probably doesn't even exist anymore. The team itself probably doesn't. Even exist.
Kodak Film doesn't even exist anymore. Oh, I mean it does, but barely. Yeah. So,
well, you know what else is non-existent apparently?
USAID?
Elon Musk's parenting ability. So apparently he does. He's this Ashley St. Clair. This has been a whole drama. So I don't want to necessarily like go into all of it, but she said came out with on Valentine's Day. She was saying that like Elon, she was having Elon's baby, and so he's already 5 months. This says he's already 5 months old. No way. But anyway, so she said she had Elon Musk baby, and that she was wanted privacy, and that was part of the thing. Then she did like a thing talking about it, and now because she said like, hey Elon, you haven't responded to me, so apparently she's gonna sue him for custody of her 5 months old son, to have sole custody. So she wants to sue him to have sole custody.
Dude, does she not know he's the richest man in the world?
That's why she wants to sue him to have sole custody. Musk has never asked to see the baby nor photos of him. She's alleging. So yeah, there's another the Grimes. You remember Grimes?
Yeah.
I remember that chick. She said she was saying something like, she chimed in and was like, Elon, you haven't really like wanted to see our kid together either. So like, I mean. Yeah, apparently she's showing like DMs between them and everything, like all well. Like I look forward to see you and him. Oh my god! So like, she's like having to, and then apparently she hasn't seen him since or whatever. A separate flirter text. I want to knock you up again. Oh my god, this is just ridiculous.
He's a little weird. He's a little odd.
But
I mean,
but if he's getting rid of government agents, I guess I can't really be too mad.
Yeah, I don't care. Like, I don't care what he does. Like, knock up all the women you want to knock up. It's whatever. I don't know. But so damn it, stupid pop up. Sorry, So apparently in Wisconsin, they want to change the term mother. They want to replace the word mother.
That's even worse. Inseminated person.
Yes, inseminated person. So, yep. Unfortunately, we know that everybody in Wisconsin must be retarded.
Because democracy basically means government by the people, of the people, for the people. But the people are retarded.